was as precious as you or I. He was not a machine that breaks and fails. He felt. His was consciousness, full and real and fragile and precious. This is Ingrid Newkirk with Peter, reminding us that it's easy to be kind, perhaps by not using glue traps.
Welcome back to One Life Radio, everyone. I want to let you know that you can go to our website, oneliferadio.com, to download and listen to our podcast and to subscribe to our newsletter. You can also go to iHeartMedia.com to listen live or download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to us from anywhere in the world. A big shout out to our great sponsors, companies like Sun Warrior, Honest Hemp, Nature's Plate, Paleo Magazine, the Wellbeing Journal, and the International Society of Sports Nutrition. And speaking of Paleo Magazine, I have one of the big contributors on the line with me, Sarah Ballantyne, PhD. She is the creator of the award-winning online resource, thepaleomom.com. She is the New York Times bestselling author of Paleo Principles, The Paleo Approach, The Paleo Approach Cookbook, and The Healing Kitchen. Sarah earned her doctorate degree in medical biophysics by the age of 26, which is amazing, by the way. Sarah's health journey includes losing 120 pounds and using both diet and lifestyle to mitigate and reverse a dozen diagnosed health conditions. Sarah is deeply interested in understanding how the foods that we eat interact with our gut barriers, immune systems, and hormones to influence health. And Sarah is also deeply interested in the impact of lifestyle factors like sleep, stress, and activity. You can find her at thepaleomom.com. That's thepaleomom.com. Always a pleasure. How are you doing today, Dr. Ballantyne?
I am doing so well. Thank you so much for having me back on the show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure I think you're speaking, aren't you, at the Paleo FX here in Austin?
I am.
And
yeah,
so
and I'm super excited. That's always such a great event.
It is such a great event. It really is. And Michelle Norris, she's one of the founders and directors. She does an amazing job. She really does. And I like the criteria behind the cause, and that, she doesn't represent anyone that isn't doing things well and doing them right. So it's a great group of people to be connected to. And today we're talking about gut health superfoods in this special edition of Paleo Magazine that you were highlighted in, and you wrote all of the copy in here, did you not?
I did. I wrote the whole special issue, which was a amazing honor and a tremendous challenge. But the people at Paleo Mag, as you know, are fantastic, and it was such a wonderful collaborative project.
Fabulous organization. And so I'm happy to be connected with them and you as well. So let's talk about this gut health superfoods. What are some of the things that we're missing maybe here?
So what I was really interested in was I've been doing this really deep dive into the gut microbiome research and really understanding what foods we need to eat to support the growth of the best bacteria in our guts. And we get really focused on, what's the best probiotic, or, we kind of think about, like, what's the pill that I can take for my gut. Mm-hmm. But really, food has the biggest impact on what bacteria are going to want to grow in our gut. And they control our immune systems, they control our hormones, they control our neurotransmitters. So they are impacting inflammation, they're impacting our mood, they impact how well we sleep. Like, they really do impact every single system in the human body. So if we're dealing with any kind of chronic health problem, we want to look after our gut bacteria. They actually are fundamental to our health. So I wanted to know, like, what are the foods that are the best foods for our gut bacteria, and especially what are the foods that just don't get enough play, not just in the paleo diet or the autoimmune protocol, but like just in health communities all over the world.
What are they? What are the ones that, what are the
mushrooms?
Really?
Yeah.
What about the fungus? Because you read so much about fungus, and there was recently an article. I have it here because I haven't really addressed it yet on the air yet. But there was an article on the cover of the New York Times on April 7th that said that fungus immune to drugs secretly sweeps the globe, and so mysterious bug adds alarming dimension to dangers of overusing medicines. And so, but it's got to do with fungus. And so, is there any concern about that?
Yeah, so that's a really interesting question, because the superbug fungus that is like hitting people and I mean has resulted in, and people have died from this particular fungus, is a completely different class of fungus as mushrooms. So mushrooms are a fungus. They are a type of fungus. And there's many different kinds. For example, yeast is a type of fungus. And so we can think about like nutritional yeast or the yeast that you use to make beer, wine, bread. I mean, that's also a type of fungus. And mushrooms come from two main categories of fungus. And what's really fascinating about them is they actually provide nutrients that we can't get anywhere else in the food supply because they're a fungus. Everything else we eat is a plant or an animal. And mushrooms are really the only things that we eat in large quantities that come from this, kingdom, right? This phylogenetic kingdom of mushrooms, of fungi. And so they have 3 different kinds of fiber in them that we can't get anywhere else that turns out our gut bacteria love. And they also have really unique types of like polyphenols that also influence what gut bacteria are growing. And the polyphenols, actually, what they do, they have almost like an antibiotic effect, but it's selective for things like E. coli and C. difficile, and also antibiotic for bad fungus. So they're actually killing things like candida in our guts. So it actually has this really profound influence on the composition of our gut microbiome. Like so much so, I think mushrooms should they get to be their own food group now. They are their own. Like we want to hit, vegetables and fruit and high quality meats and seafood, and mushrooms get their own. They get separated out from everything, and they get to have their own spot on every plate.
Well, I see in this article, it's beautiful, by the way, gut health superfoods, that cruciferous veggies are on there. Does that include? You hear people, sometimes people just give cruciferous veggies a bad rap, saying that that can cause inflammation in the body, and you should avoid like nightshade vegetables if you have arthritis. Is that in any way connected to like autoimmune disorder, which is what we're kind of talking about today?
Yeah, so what's really interesting is with any kind of food that we're looking at and trying to weigh, like, is this a good food for a daily food in my diet? We're really looking at the nutrients that food provides our body, and we're balancing that against any compounds in that food that might be inflammatory. So nightshades, like tomatoes, have really compelling nutrition. There's really exciting nutrients in tomatoes, like lycopene. But it also has some pretty inflammatory compounds. So for the average person, you're probably going to benefit more from the nutrients than the problematic compounds are going to cause problems for you. But for somebody who their immune system is already on overdrive, they already have other things going on in their body, that the formula starts to reverse. And now all of a sudden those problematic compounds are driving inflammation more than we're benefiting from the nutrients. Cruciferous vegetables have the balance is quite different. So cruciferous vegetables offer us a lot of really valuable nutrients, and they don't have a lot of problematic compounds. So they get like the automatic win stamp of approval. And that includes foods like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, turnips, arugula, kale. So like some of our sort of most famous vegetables. And it turns out that not only do they have lots of great nutrients, they have a lot of like cancer-fighting compounds in them, but they have very unique, again, sort of phytochemicals, things that are different than polyphenols, that are sulfur-based molecules, but also are really, really important, basically food for our gut bacteria. So broccoli is one of the best studied cruciferous vegetables and probably one of the most important foods that we can be eating frequently for our gut bacteria.
I ate broccoli every single day almost. In fact, I have some in my refrigerator right now. It's sitting in a cup of water because I want to be sure to eat it tonight. And I was retained by the International Broccoli Association to represent broccoli. I'm joking, of course. But
well, it's also very versatile. Like, we always think, broccoli, you can cook it in so many different ways. Like, people like it steamed. You can roast it. You can make broccoli soup. Like, there's a lot of different things you can do with broccoli.
Well, and the message we're trying to get across here today is the importance of gut health. We're almost out of time, but what is the most important thing you want people to know about the health of their gut?
I think the most important thing I want people to know is high vegetables, lots and lots of vegetables, and variety of vegetables. So different bacteria like different types of fiber, and the only way that we can actually get the diversity of bacteria that we want in our guts is to eat all different kinds of fiber types, and whole foods is the only way to do that.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I love having you on the air. I look forward to seeing you at Paleo FX and next week. It'll be great. And I can't wait to hear you speak.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you too.
Yep. And everyone, the copy that we're talking about, the special edition, Paleo Magazine, the Autoimmune Protocol Guide, written by Dr. Sarah Ballantyne. I believe that you can get it at paleomagonline.com. So check it out. And I did see it, I think, in a couple of weeks ago. I think I saw a couple of copies at Whole Foods or somewhere. So check it out. It's an amazing little edition of lots of good information to keep you healthy. Thanks again, Dr. Sarah.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned. We've got more coming up with Kip Watson. Wellbeing Journal is a remarkable bi-monthly health publication esteemed by intelligent readers worldwide. It's available in print or digital, single issues or subscription. Its focus is on living a happy, healthy life and preventing or healing illnesses naturally. Preventing or healing cancer, arthritis, cardiovascular conditions, and digestive issues, as well as nutritional solutions for optimal health are regular subjects. Learn more at wellbeingjournal.com.
Give your body some soul with Sun Warrior's new Soul Good protein bars. Sun Warrior is committed to making the best plant-based proteins and superfood supplements from the finest organic ingredients across the globe. Soul Good bars have an amazing profile. They have 17 to 19 grams of clean organic protein, very low sugar, and 16 to 17 grams of fiber. They're available in delicious flavors like Blueberry Blast, Coconut Cashew, Cinnamon Roll, and Salted Caramel. Check them out online at sunwarrior.com. That's sunwarrior.com. And give your adventure some soul.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette. Do you know why I love Paleo Magazine? Paleo Magazine was founded with the purpose of providing readers with the information they need to live strong, vibrant, healthy lives. They are dedicated to partnering with leaders in the paleo community to spread the knowledge of ancestral health principles without the influence of big pharma or big agriculture. Paleo Magazine. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, or visit them at paleomagonline.com. That's paleomagonline.com.
Did you know there are over 3,000 kinds of snakes? And most, being shy, pose no threat to humans, but they are still feared and killed even for frivolous fashion. In his poem Snake, D.H. Lawrence marvels at a snake drinking from a water trough. He succumbs to irrational fear and impulsively throws a log at the very animal he admired moments before. He writes, "And immediately I regretted it. I thought how paltry, how vulgar, what a mean act. I despised myself and the voices of my accursed human education, and I wished he would come back, my snake, for he seemed to me again like a king in exile, uncrowned in the underworld." This is Ingrid Newkirk with Peter, reminding us it's easy to be kind by choosing fake snake over real skin for belts, bags, and shoes.
Last night put the heavy on me. Woke up and I'm feeling lonely. This world got a way of showing me.
You just made Kip's day, Diamond. Oh my gosh, Diamond Grace. She's so amazing. She knows everybody on the show and what music they like. She really does. Before we get started with Kip, I want to let everyone know again that you can go to our website, oneliferadio.com, to download and listen to our podcast or subscribe to our newsletter. You can also go to iHeartMedia.com to listen live or download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to us from anywhere in the world. And again, a big shout out to great companies that support this show. Great companies like Sun Warrior. You can get it at Vitamin Shop or put it in your smoothie at Smoothie King. Sun Warrior is a premium all-natural raw superfood company dedicated to providing the best vegan plant-based protein powders and supplements. Go to sunwarrior.com. And of course, Honest Hemp. Visit them at honesthemp.com. Happy, healthy, honest. Their products are all natural, alternative for managing your stress, reducing mild anxiety, and relieving pain from exercise-induced inflammation. It's non-GMO and contains all natural ingredients. And of course, Paleo Magazine. We love Paleo Magazine. We We just got off the line with Dr. Sarah Ballantyne, one of the contributors, and the Wellbeing Journal. We were on yesterday with Scott Miner, another great publication heralding the integration of medicine with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of health. And of course, Nature's Plate is a Dallas-based store that offers plant-based meals to go. They offer handcrafted, 100% vegan, always non-GMO, organic